I would like to welcome you all to this workshop today, but also I would like to welcome you to ISGS 10. So we are so happy that you've been here. We've been working on this frantically for a whole year, so I'm happy that you guys made the effort to be here. So we had these two pre-conference workshops. The first one was on multimodal negation, and now this one on multidata. So this is an effort, joint effort by Cristobal, Peter Ulrich, and others. And I'm also part of this consortium that Cristobal will tell you more about. The idea is to how to get, gesture researchers, linguists, semioticians who are working on multimodal data to have, easily usable platforms to get automatic data, because obviously now it's the time to study multimodal language, and we have all these techniques suddenly available to all of us, and I think this will revolutionize our field. So I'm really grateful that Cristobal and his group are making the first effort to make these methods available to a lot of people. We started, I think, a year ago, so this is the first workshop that they will try. So this will be a little bit of information as well as hands-on workshops, and I think the future ISGS conferences will have such workshops, but thanks for guiding us in this way. So I will not say more, but just welcome you here, and then hope you enjoy today, and I give the floor to Cristobal.
Okay. Great. So MULTIDATA is a project funded by an Erasmus Plus KA 220 higher education grant, which means that its main goal is educational. It's to facilitate the use of new tools for wide communities, especially but not only in higher education. So that means that we're trying to make it for many different audiences. Of course, we're here at the ISGS right now and at the Max Planck. So we have top-level gesture researchers around us, but let me make clear that the concept of the project, otherwise you don't get the grant. The concept of the project is that it is aimed not only at this type of crowd, but also students, but also professionals, and with very different goals in the usage. So it might be somebody who wants to make use of the full-fledged capabilities that we're going to showcase here for research and for advanced video analysis, but it also caters for a student somewhere who wants to get subtitles for a video and maybe find some things automatically in the video, or a professor or even teacher preparing a class, right? So that is why the tools we are offering, which all stem out from our own research, are offered in a basic mode, if you want, so that people can get first-hand, usually raw data, only with some tweaks and modifications from videos, and then they can take it from there depending on the different usages, on the different goals that they have. So this is a consortium composed by the University of Murcia, who is the coordinating institution, and I am the coordinator, and the FAU Langen-Nuremberg with Professor Ulrich as coordinator, and we also have Radboud University with and the Max Planck with efforts coordinated and led by Ashley Ozurek, and the Red Hand Lab, and we are so lucky, which is an international consortium for research into multimodal communication, and we're so lucky to have the Red Hand Lab director, Mark Turner, here with us today as well. So basically the idea is a lot of people want to do various stuff for videos in education, in research, in professional practices. There are many, many tools out there, and there are probably a couple of tools more now than before we started the workshop. So we are a group of researchers from different universities who are working on an everyday basis on creating multimodal corpora, on analyzing video content at a big scale. And we wanted to offer some of the tools that we use to different communities, because it seems that it might be useful. Not just the tools, but also discussion about the tools and some educational resources and so on, because we have all been to different venues, conferences, and we have seen lots of people, brilliant advanced researchers sometimes, doing tremendous effort to carry out manually tasks and annotations that can usually get done automatically, or that simply are not imagining that they could do things with certain automatic tools. So that is the spirit, the basic goals, where we're going to create a pipeline that is easy to use, where people then can go, click, upload a video. You will see in a minute all the details, and choose from a variety of tools and get, at the very least, we keep trying to expand the tools, but at the very least, they will get data from both voice and body and language as well. So they will get acoustic data from automatic speech analysis. They will get data that will allow them to reconstruct features of motion from post-estimation software, and they also get transcription and alignment of the language. And then, as I said, they take it from there. Now, here I am. Oh, here I am. So, about, okay, Mac. This is a Mac, yeah, up, down, there. Okay, thank you. The magic finger. So we are gradually uploading explanatory videos where some of them with some cool music in the background, where you can get a glimpse first of the resources offered, and after that there are going to be video tutorials explaining with detailed explanations for the use of the tools, as well as related documentation. Okay, this is and they will be appearing here. We have also been holding some webinars of the following types. We have an explanatory webinar here, and these are all available to everyone, in which let me see. Okay, this is where we are, right? So we have an introductory webinar here, which is one version of today, only much shorter, right? Which is available for people to watch, and then we already had 2 webinars, and we're going to have more. They're going to be mainly of 2 types: people with a technical background who are discussing interesting tools or applications related to multimodal data science, and people who are discussing possibilities for using multimodal data, mainly in the higher education classroom or in teaching in general. And there we go. And then, as people will explain, there are, besides this, we're going to have also some materials with suggestions for people who want to employ this type of data in higher education or in the classroom or for teaching activities across different disciplines. And we're planning as well some on-site events, and this is the first one, so thank you so much for being here. What the workshop is mainly going to do is take you through, the use of the pipeline for video processing that we offer, where you just drag your videos, upload them, and do stuff. So we're going to explain how we sign up. We're going to explain how we transcribe and get metrics about the speech. The same then for the post-estimation and the gesture and motion. We're going to showcase some research results, some possibilities that we have for using this type of data in research, and also some possibilities for education in a classroom setting. And then at 10 to 5, we're going to have a practical analysis session in which our crowd is going to be offering to consult with anyone who wants to discuss their own data. We also have an exercise prepared in case you didn't bring your own stuff or you didn't try the platform before and you want to try it with some videos we provide, right? And that is the session where we ask any questions related to our own interests. But this is a workshop, so we're delighted to be interrupted, and we'll be mildly worried if we are not. So anytime you want a clarification, you just raise your hand and the speaker will have your questions. Anything that is related to clarifying what we're talking about here, just don't wait. We're ready for that. And then we'll reserve that session here for talking about our own interests and asking our own questions about methods or our own data. Or here, look at my screen, I want to show you this. We have a lot of people to go through all tables and laptops and help everyone. So this is it. I'm going to be thanking all the team in the end as they come. I will be asking just to introduce themselves as they come out here, because otherwise it would be a little too long. So I'm going to give special thanks to our coordinator, Irene Volumar, who is not coming out, is sitting there hiding in the corner, but she made the organization of this event possible. Thank you so much. So we are beginning then with the platform sign-up session, right? So you guys come over here, you say who you are, and you start.
Oh, really? That's a good idea. Thank you. Okay, also welcome from me. My name is Peter Uhrig, and the first thing we're going to do is just to make sure everybody is signed up. Now, we saw actually in the log files that many of you are. So can we get a show of hands of who has already signed up? That is the majority, but still not everybody. So for some of you, the next 10 minutes are going to be a bit boring. You might want to check your emails or something, and that's fine. And then we'll ramp it up after that. But let's just make sure we don't leave people behind at this point. So those of you who haven't signed up yet, Raul is going to walk you through in great detail.
Okay, I'm Raul from the University of Murcia. I'm going to make the first demo and the second demo of the platform. The idea is here when we finish this demo, everybody here has signed up and is able to use the platform. So I'm going to go over the whole process like a new user. So if you do with me, you will finish having an account approved to use the platform. Okay, so I know there is few people that doesn't have done that, but I will try to do it slow and waiting. If anybody feel lost, please raise the hand and we can repeat and we can do again, because the idea is everybody from the time we finish this session has an account, a working account on the platform. Okay, so the first thing to go is to go to the web of Multidata, and then go to the pipeline web. There are two separate webs. One web is for information, and one web is for the pipeline. If you want to work with the videos, you have to go to this web, the pipeline web. Okay, and on the right upper corner, you get the login link, when you can find, as every web you usually use, a process that has you to sign up. This.
1 second. Anybody who's stuck anywhere in this, just raise your hands, and one of us will come and sit next to you and walk you through. Okay? We have 11 people here, so we're good at having somebody.
Wow. This is a more basic problem, Wi-Fi.
Okay. At this moment, we had to approve the accounts to log in on the platform. Okay. So to be fair, I'm approving everyone that seems to be a person. If you don't seem to be a bot, I'm going to approve you. But we have please fill the gaps with some sense. So when we see that, we say this is a person is invited by the. I'm going to the IGSG, or I'm from the University of whatever. Something that makes sense will give you the grant to go inside. But if you fill with random character, we didn't approve that. Okay, that's not more than that.
So I don't have to put anything for clients in the invite line.
I encourage to that. You can say I invite by Multidata Workshop, for example, something that when I read that, I feel that you are a person, not a bot. Okay.
You want us to put who invited us?
The workshop.
The workshop, for example, of me, my name, Peter name, Ashley name, whatever. Like we see that and we say you are not a bot.
Is it impossible without the registration before?
Sorry.
Without the registration before, is it impossible?
Yes, it's locked. It's locked because with this is expensive resources that you're accessing, and therefore we're not giving it out to random strangers on the internet.
Yeah. And were you also giving data?
Yes.
They are unable to access the website, the general website.
Wi-Fi probably then.
There must be a Wi-Fi.
Somebody told us we have a Wi-Fi password for here.
ASGS Honeybee 47.
Honeybee.
Capital H, capital B.
Yeah.
Edu work room also works for some.
Yeah.
Another mail? Yeah, I can use it.
Okay, it's important to remark a couple of things. We work a lot on your privacy. We don't store any video on the platform after you delete the task. We don't have any data of you. We only have the email, of course, on your password. But when you process one video and you delete the video on the platform, everything is deleted. We don't store anything. That's important for us. And another important thing is everything you upload to the platform is your sole responsibility. So if you upload something about it's not legal or whatever, we don't. It's on your own. We are not seeing your videos. We are not checking what you are uploading. So we cannot check if what you are uploading is right or not. But we do that because we know that the privacy in these cases could be really important. So we choose that way of working, not storing and not seeing your videos at all. Tell me.
Question here. I have checked in, but I get this pink message. You have to confirm your email address before continuing. Why do I get this?
Check your inbox.
Wait, you are more advanced than me. I'm not in that point. I don't need that point. I just fill the fields, and when you click, we are all here. And when you click on sign up, okay, this will send an email to your inbox asking you to confirm you are the one you asked for the access, okay? So you have to click on the link you have received on your inbox, check the spam folder, for example. If you don't find that, I'm going to check my email. I have this kind of I have this kind of email. You have to click on confirm my email. Okay. You will receive this email, you just confirm, and at the moment, Irene will approve you, okay?
We told you she makes everything happen.
Okay, everybody's okay here? So at this moment, if Irene approves you, I think she has done everything now. You have access now to the platform. Just go to login again, and you can just put your email and password and you go inside. Just remember that you forgot your password, you try several times with a wrong password and your account is locked or you don't receive the confirmation email. Just go to the same place, click on the correct button, and you get again the link, the password, the unlock, and the process and everything. It's like every webs. Okay, we go. Hello.
So who was unable to log in? Somebody.
Yeah, I'm not getting this email.
Yeah, it comes late.
Maybe in the spam folder.
He doesn't like you?
Maybe can I put some photo back?
Oh.
If the email is not spelled right, we can approve them, but they won't receive an email.
Yes. If your email is not well spelled, we can approve that, but you won't receive the email, so you can log in. So
Because that's something that
Double check that the email you put is your email.
we have some people that misspelled the email and they didn't receive the email, but it was because the spelling of the email. We made the web as simple as possible because it's only have one place to click on. It's just the pipeline link here in the upper right corner, or this big button in the landing page. Okay, so everybody's here. Wait, Cristobal, or continue. Can I continue? Yeah, I think yes. Okay, in this process, the only one I want to show you more than this is that how you can delete the account, because for us it's important your privacy and your data. You can go to the upper right corner, click on your email, and edit my user. And just you have the possibility to cancel your account. If you don't want to, we only retain this data from you, no more. We don't retain anything else. But if you want to delete everything from the platform, just go there and we delete everything. Okay? So this is a point I'm repeating a lot, but we have discussed a lot about this, and that's important for a lot of people. So we want to remark the possibility. Okay? I'm not going to cancel my account because I want to show how to use during the next session. But the only one I want to know here is everybody in the room is able to log in on the platform and can follow the next session of the audio tools. So it's okay? Tell me.
I think I understand the process, but I'm not receiving the email, and I can't get the information in the others. Yeah, I did, but I can't get the information.
Can you click on resend the confirmation instruction in this button? Yes, just here.
Yeah, no, it didn't work, but we'll have to check. Jasper.
Mine is spelled, but according to what it says in Firefox, that one's running. So,
Raoul, can we repeat the delete your data part?
Another time.
Another
I
time.
did.
Sure. Yeah,
Well, if you click on delete, we will erase everything we have about you, all the videos, all the data, the email. But to be fair, we don't get a lot of data about the people, just the email and the password. And every time you send a task to the pipeline, you have the possibility of download the results and then delete. And in that moment, we delete all the videos, all the data derived from that video. So we don't retain anything about any video, any people, and that's our great responsibility. And we don't want to have your data, and we want you to be safe uploading the data to the platform.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So continue with the session 1 or wait a
I think
minute.
we have one case, but Elena is sorting it out,
yeah,
so...
I'll just
Okay.
figure it out later. That's,
Good. So everybody's in now? No, not yet? We have
We're still good in time.
one little village in the goals, resisting the invader.
Well, the first session of the workshop is also a demo. I'm going to explain the audio tools from the pipeline, but also another one that at least in our research helps a lot. That is the first one. Is at least myself in my research, I only want to get the data from videos where there is someone, because I extract videos from a platform that sometimes there are audio of voice and no people on the screen. So we want to not to process that kind of videos. So I will introduce also this tool, but the other tools are only audio related. Okay. First, just this tool, but it takes some frames from the video. It checks that the shoulder and the face is on the screen, and if there is at least a a third of the frames where the head and the shoulder are visible, it will process the video. If there is less than the third of the frames, it won't process the video. Tell me, Cristobal.
What about video format? Do you take any video format?
No, only MP4 for now. Okay. There is a, when you upload the video, it say only MP4, less than 100 videos, I think, and less than 500 megas. That's because if you send a task with all the tools and you have a lot of video or really big, it can spend more than 24 hours. So we had to cut in some point. So if you want to send 1,000 videos, do it in 10 times. It's better for you and better for me. Okay?
And if it's 5,000, then just talk to us.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Okay. This tool is open source. It's developed by the MULTIDATA consortium. Is in the QR code. You can go to the GitHub repository with the code of this. But you don't have to know anything about code with this platform. This platform is for people that doesn't want to code and doesn't want to know anything about developing or programming or not computer but developing. So if you want to use outside the platform, you can use that because it's open source. So it's available there. The next tool we are analyzing this session is the transcription. We generate a transcription of the voice of the people speaking on the videos.
Which languages?
We support what Whisper, that is the tool that we use, supports. It's 99 languages. I understand there are languages that are not supported, but most of the common language are supported. Of course, the most common language, the better it works. It really works really well for English, for Spanish, really, really, really well. But I have seen people sending videos in Norwegian, Finland, Finnish. Portuguese, I think, works also well. The next slide show a table with the word error ratio for the language, and in the paper of WhisperX, they have tables saying for which language which is the error ratio. So you can consult the paper. If you click on if you scan the code on the Whisper is in the middle one, the middle one QR. You go to the GitHub, and the first link is the paper when this kind of thing are explained. Okay.
So Raul, do we have a link to this information easily accessible from the website? Like I want my list.
In the GitHub of the project, there are links to these tools.
Which is linked in resources there in the
I'll go through that.
on the website.
Okay.
We'll go through that.
So if you select this tool, you will have subtitles, transcriptions, and everything aligned by word, okay? That's the general idea. It depends, the accuracy depends on the language, but usually it works, for my experience, really, really, really well. These are the ratios of the error from several languages. The good thing is it's open source, so you can use it at the platform, but you can use outside. Tell me.
About open source, is that just the code or also the weights?
Both. It's OpenAI, developed by OpenAI, the ChatGPT company, but it's fully open source. You can download the weights and you can download the code, and it's really easy to use. But I understand that not everybody wants to manage a notebook, but you use Python and you use a command line, this is really straightforward to use.
In general, the spirit of this project is we are not really offering anything that you couldn't get yourself. if you know how to do the coding, we just put in lots of things in the same basket so that you can find them easily. And of course, you might not want to go through all the effort that Raul and some other members of the team went to be able to adapt these tools and use them. So we're just, we're trying to save people some trouble because we went through it ourselves. That's the spirit. But it's all usually open source and freely available if you want to play with it.
Just want to tip that we are.
More questions.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, I have a question about the use of Whisper, because you can run like Whisper locally. Like, would this be like running Whisper locally in the supercomputing facility that you're managing? So it's not really like going outside. If
No, it's working locally in the VU HPC.
So it's running in we have a national high performance computing center at ELAN in Germany, and that is, sorry, we have a national this doesn't do anything. Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, okay. We have a national high performance computing center at ELAN in Germany, and that is where we're running this. So this is not leaving the EU. That is often important. It is actually not even leaving our premises. All this, like both the server and the processing is done at FAU Erlangen in Nuremberg. But for legal reasons, you are responsible for your data, not we. That's just one thing I have to say, but generally we do our very best not to let other people see your data, of course.
Do we need to repeat the part about deleting?
No. There was another question. Shall we give the microphone there and I'll just take the other one?
Hello, thank you. Since you're using Whisper, how does the speaker detection work, or are we supposed to only upload videos with one speaker?
No, it doesn't do a speaker detection. It's transcribed everything it hears. It really works on the audio only, not on the video. We can separate the audio from the if there is more than one speaker.
No, but in the audio, does it separate between speakers?
No, it's supposed that Whisper X, that we are really using Whisper X instead of Whisper, is a tool that use Whisper in the background and do more things. It's supposed that it does how do you say?
Speaker diarization.
Diarization, but in my experience, it's not working really well.
No.
So we don't offer because it's not working.
So videos with one speaker is better.
Yes, one
No,
speaker.
or you will just get all the speakers on the same tier in ELAN.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine to have.
be overlapping.
Yeah, it will do whatever audio automatic speech recognition does when people
If we
overlap. It
find a
knows
way
something.
to make it work reliable, we'll incorporate that. But in my experience, it's not working enough to offer you, because if I offer you that kind of tool that is not working really well, you are going to be disappointed.
A technician struggling not to make promises he can't keep. That's why it is. So right now, officially, I think I'm heard.
Yeah, but for the recording.
Okay. So officially, what you get is the transcription of all the audio with no differentiation between speakers. Now, this is today, 8th of July, at this time in the afternoon. Maybe, there's going to be an update tonight or a new thing coming soon, and then we will try to update it because we're very interested in doing that.
It's not an easy tool. It's because there is a wide range of scenarios, and some scenarios are easy, but for example, sometimes I throw a video from an hour that there are 20 speakers, and it doesn't work. If you have 2 people in a really special condition, maybe it can work for you, but in my experience, it's not a thing to offer, because you will be disappointed, and I will have a problem because I will be asking for me, this is not working. I know that's not working, so I'm not offering for that.
So
Thank you.
The official suggestion is try it with something not too long. Even if it has multiple speakers and a little chaos, try it with something small and see if it's useful for you, because it might save you time from manually transcribing. It might give you something that you only need to correct with much less effort. So just try it with some short video.
I think there's the multiple speaker problem, but there's also the multiple languages. So code switching is probably an issue.
Yeah, well,
With videos where the speaker
no,
more than one
well,
I can say something about this
Okay.
very briefly. So technically, Whisper looks in the first 30 seconds of the audio file and then decides what language that most likely is and tries to find that. In practice, it turns out that it's surprisingly good in code switching between English and Spanish, where we tested it.
Yeah.
So that it will transcribe the English words in the Spanish audio quite well. And also we have... Yes, so I have no idea. I haven't tried it, but
right.
here it's yeah. So that's all we can say. So we're inheriting basically Whisper's limitation here because we're just offering a wrapper around it, if you like.
the problem there is that the alignment, okay? Because the transcription, I think Whisper can manage that, but the problem that WhisperX do the alignment with a phoneme model, okay? So it loads a phoneme model for English or for Spanish. So if you start to align with the phone model for English, Spanish transcription will not be well aligned. So it's not resolved. And I'm continue looking for tools solving this kind of problem, but after 2 years, I haven't found anything better than this.
So what means that let us know how it goes for you. I mean, first of all, we're looking forward to hearing about your user experiences, and we have, you can write to us, but there's also going to be a more interactive forum for feedback. So if you want this to improve, well, that's the way to do it. And then second, if you know things that we do not know, well, we're in the industry of learning. So let us know how we can get this better. We're a bunch of people associating to do European projects, and we're hoping to get the platform much better and much more useful. We're easy to find.
Okay. Next tool to show is speech analysis, also open source by Multidata. It's not more than an easy way to have the Pratt and parcel mouth data aligned with frame by frame, okay, group by frame. It got the pitch, the intensity, the harmonicity, the data from Pratt, and it aligned frame by frame. If you want to align the pause estimation with the prosody info, you have the way to do by frame. So we just offer the Pratt data, but by frame. It's not more than that, and not less, okay? It's also open source.
It's 30 frames.
Sorry?
About 30 frames per second.
Yeah, it depends on the video.
It's television, but it depends on the quality of
On the video.
it might be more frames per second.
And for the same money, we offer an ELAN file with the transcription aligned because it was easy. So it's just this, you use the data from WhisperX, the output of WhisperX, and we create an ELAN file with a tile with the transcription, so you don't have to transcribe manually when you want to annotate videos with ELAN. And the idea here is to use the platform with some videos and create the output for the videos easily. Okay, so I'm going to make a demo. You want to follow me? You're able to do that. And the idea is, I have. Okay, I have these 5 videos. I'm going to put this way.
Confrontational. This was a very different Donald Trump we saw from beginning to end. In his opening statement, he didn't say anything.
5 videos of people saying from beginning to end. I have incorporated the last
Cards
one.
are all different, all mixed up from beginning to end. Just want to make sure.
Ordinary deck of cards.
They are saying from beginning to end, but there is no one there, so we can later take a look and say how that video is not have been processed. That's the only purpose for the video, okay?
Have a person visible.
Well, you have hands.
You have hands. You have
Yeah, but you are able to check or not to check that tool. If you don't check that tool, all the videos will be processed, okay? But if you check the tool, you have only processed the video with some people on the video. Okay, so I'm going to log in with an okay. I have done previously to spend time here. The idea of using the platform first, as I said before, we are going to upload a zip file. We will create. As we have seen here, we have a folder. The folder is called from beginning to end, with 5 MP4 video files inside. We compress as a zip file, and that is what we need to upload to the platform, okay? The platform just has this big button on the landing page, so only have this way of using, no more possibilities. And just check that your videos as in MP4 format. We are cutting on 100 videos and 500 megabytes. So if you pretend to,
if you intend,
or you, you intend to process more than that kind of number of videos, it's better to split in several files. So it will be faster for you and better for us, because we distribute the task on several nodes on the cluster, so it will be processed faster. Okay, and just click on Upload Zip. Select a good name to remember about that. Okay, you can use spaces, stranger numbers. Please avoid that kind of thing. We check a lot of them, but if you do that, they will say, hey, you are using a space, you are not able to, okay? But you make a, I'm thinking of not asking for the name, for the description, maybe next iteration, and select then the name for you. Tell me.
So this name doesn't matter,
It's just you can recognize, because maybe you only have one task, but I have 100 of them. So I want to remember what task is that one.
When I was just doing that, and then I thought maybe there's some AI that recognizes.
No. It's just
the name is for you. The name is for you.
Okay.
And here is where, while you go on, where we just introduce a little disclaimer, because people are hearing supercomputing, and besides, Professor Peter Urich here always looks so respectable, and so on and so forth, and they might get confused and not realize that, okay, we can do certain things, but we're just some guys. We are not Google. We are not. We have girls. We have also, but we're just a bunch of people providing this service. But sometimes, especially one wants to process certain amounts of video, you're going to need some patience depending on demand. So plan for, this is not going to be like, it's still going to be very good value for your money, given that it's free, but just bear that in mind, because sometimes people get impatient, or I uploaded, well, and especially if you're uploading.
But it's not days, it's just hours, okay? Sometimes it's hours,
Yeah.
but not days.
But just bear that in mind, that you're, and especially if you're uploading various different videos, it's always better to distribute the task. That really saves you time.
Okay, in this part, just put a name, select the tools you want. We are talking about these 4 tools in this section, so I'm just checking that 4 tool, but you can check whatever you want. Choose the file to upload with a folder compressed with the videos, and just upload. Okay, in this moment, you will receive an email saying your task has been queued. When it starts to process it, you will receive another email saying your task is being processing, and when it's finished, you will receive another email. Your task is finished. Okay, so you don't have to come here checking if the task is finished. When you receive the mail, you come here and you have the video processed and the data you can download. Okay, at this moment, the video has been transferred to the cluster and it's queued. When the queue system decide to run the task, it run, then it iterate all the tools to all the videos and create a compressed zip with all the output data and copy again to the web. In that moment, we delete the data from the cluster. Okay, we don't store anything on the cluster. When we finish the process on the cluster, we copy to the website and delete from the cluster. And then you have available here to download, okay? But now it's processing on the cluster. I did this before to not be waiting for that, but 5 little videos with not a lot of tools, maybe are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no more than that. But I'm going to download from here, just to say, if you click here on delete, we delete all the input and the output results, okay? And there is no way to recover. We don't store anything.
I never heard that before.
Okay? So I have downloaded this before here on my computer. I think it's this one. No, it's... Okay, we have 2 folders in the zip I have downloaded. It's the not processed because I checked the tools from the checking the person. We must find here the video of the
cards are all different,
because
all mixed up from beginning to end. Just want to make sure.
Ordinary deck of cards.
And here in the other folder, we find the other videos with their subtitles. Maybe it's weird for you to get the subtitles here, but usually the tools like ELAN and that kind of tools, they tend to load the subtitles when the name of the subtitle is the same as the file name of the video. So it's really useful to have in the same places. So this way, when you open a video,
and the leader sits down and says, walk me through it from beginning to end. Tell me all about it.
Okay. So if you process 100 videos, this is a little messy, but there is not another way to do that. If you can see
what he experienced, like from beginning to end, rather than his word against her.
Okay. Inside this folder, for each video, we create a new folder with the name of the video with all the data they derive from the tools, okay? We have the transcription and subtitles, the information from the speech analysis, and the ELAN file. If we click on transcription, we can find the easier one is the TXT file. It's just the text of the transcription. Can be useful for some people. We can find also a variety of subtitles flavors, because there is not only one subtitle way to subtitle the video. So we have the SRT file, that is the usual one, is the most common, but there is other flavors or subtitles like TSB and BTT. Okay, the common one is this one, and this one are also subtitles, but other format. Okay, usually people is enough with this one, and we have 2 more files here. The first, this one is an MP3 with the audio that has been normalized to not have high intensities or low intensities voice. We pass a a filter called load norm that normalize the audio of the video. So here you have a normalized MP3. That MP3 is what we pass to Whisper, okay? Because in our experience, tends to work better than give them a raw audio, okay? So this tends to work better. It depends, of course. If your audio is really bad, it's going to work not very well. But if your condition of recording is regular, it tends to work really well. Okay, and also the last file is a JSON file. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to scare you. But it's a file where you have at least each word of the transcription with the beginning when the word is said and the end of when the word finished to be said. Okay, so it's just the raw data of WhisperX.
In list form.
Yes, it's in JSON. It's weird. If you are not a developer, you don't mind about that. Okay. That's the transcription tool. We go now to speech analysis. Just this is a CSV with raw data. Oh. Okay. It's just a CSV file with product data group by frame. We did this because we want to merge the prosody data with the post-estimation data, and we had to do by frame, of course, because a post-estimation data is by frame, and we use this kind of result to merge both modalities, okay? So you have intensities, pitches, harmonicities, formats, but not by millisecond, just by frame, okay?
How does this map onto the speaker?
Sorry?
How does it map onto the words and the timestamps from Whisper?
How does it map on to the words and the transcriptions from Whisper?
We don't match here with the word of Whisper, but
no, but it does map. But basically, you see the start and the end times here. So if you have a start and an end time for a word in Whisper out of the JSON file, for instance, you can then look up in this table what the frames are in which this word occurs and get the corresponding audio frequency. So this might be more than one line. It would be something like 3 lines or so, or but generally. Or more than that, like a word is like we have roughly 3 words per second, so you would imagine that it's roughly 10 frames. At the moment, we don't compute that per word, but really per these frames, so you would have to average yourself if you wanted to know that. But it's possible. So the data, the match is there by basically saying, okay, I'm looking at the start time and end time of the word, and then I'm looking at the start time and the end time of these frames and find the overlaps.
If there's an easy way to check the acoustic signal in Pratt and whether Whisper has then captured the full word boundaries and, transcribe the...
I think you want to wait for Raoul's show of the ELAN file, and then which I think has exactly these kinds of things in there.
Okay.
Continue with the ELAN and then we'll
okay.
get there. Oh, sorry, more questions.
This is not... Oh, okay.
Thank you. Is there a way where we can check what parameters have been used to get these measures? Or if it's, will be like, for example, when it comes to F0, there might be different algorithms that Pratt uses to estimate that. Do we have a way at least to track that back? Yeah,
the source code of this tool is on GitHub. Mm-hmm. You can download, you can use, you can modify. To be fair, I'm not great expert on audio, okay? I just use as this, and this is the default that Parcel Mouth give us.
Okay.
I'm not modifying that info. But I think if you are interested in this, we can collaborate on the speech analysis project, and we can improve as you need.
Thank you.
Okay. And the next two.
So for the pose detection data that we will use in that session, I think it's after the coffee break, we do have, in the data frame, we do have columns where you actually have the transcription and also the position of the wrists for that word. So in that part of the data, it is included, right?
It's not in the output of this one.
It's not in the output.
No. This is a post-processing stage.
We have that data. Sorry. It's like we are working on the further step as we are joining all the data in one data set to have the multimodal data coordination. But it's not on.
So it's in the making.
Yeah.
So it's in
I
the
mean,
making
if someone
some other thing.
needs that kind of data, we can collaborate it. We already have a new version of the pylon going on, but this is still just background. We need to use codes to use it, but of course.
I think the problem is that there is a wide variety of situation, and it's not, you have to control really, really well all your videos and stuff to do it. And here is more a general solution, and that, of course, that cannot go so deep in some aspect. Yeah. But we are doing, but outside this.
Okay.
Okay. And the last one is just the ELAN file with the transcription aligned. So you have the chart with the transcription, and you can annotate from this point. You play the video and you saw.
This was a very different Donald Trump we saw from beginning to end. In his opening statement, he didn't say anything.
And that's the. Is you were just how do you say in English? It's hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. So we had the transcription, we had the alignment, so create the ELAN file. This is the end of the presentation, and I think, Irene, we have the video of this on the Drive folder she's shared with you. So I recorded a little video of everything. So if anyone wants to rewatch it, is on the last slide of the presentation.
In the shared Drive folder.
In the shared, yeah.
Right?
I think it's this.